I love One Piece. I play my.
Yo, what's good? What's good, homies? How's it going? What's poppin', Howard? How are you doing? How's it going? How's it going? What's good, Dan? How's it going? How are you doing? Kennedy, what's up? How are you doing? How are my homies doing? For real, for real. About to watch my video being watched. It could be any of it. No, yeah, we're absolutely watching this video. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. It's a shame the first One Piece TCG didn't catch on. Nah, you know what? It just didn't deserve it, okay? There was no money in it, all right? Now there's money involved. I heard at the beginning of the stream, yeah. I love One Piece. And it's also the stream title. Reacting to the Red Bard video. so there was actually no mystery at all, actually. They quit before they were ready. Bro, didn't you see my go live notification? It said probably playing Celeste. I think. It probably said it somewhere. I can't remember. I remember writing it down. Or maybe that was in my go live notification. Doesn't matter, I can't remember. Gross? Wait, what's gross, Play? Wait, what happened? The rare normal length Red Bard video. I know, it's only like 20 something minutes? Oh my God, I was expecting a 2-hour manifesto, but we take what we can get when it's coming from the Red Bard. One Piece is fantastic. What? One Piece is like the highest selling comic media or whatever of all time now, right? It's amazing. All right, One Piece is great. Except for that one arc in Thriller Bark, but we don't talk about that. we don't talk about what was going on with Nami and Thriller Bark. We erase that from our minds. One Piece is great. Art style is meh though. No, I think the art style has gotten better over the, I really like what they did in Wano. You know, I like the way everything was drawn out over there, so it's pretty good. But you know, I know that's after about 20 years. So, you know, that's fair, I guess. Pokemon is the highest grossing franchise ever. Are they good? Yeah, I'd say Pokemon is good. I mean, if we're talking about just the games themselves, that's debatable. But just the whole franchise, yeah, you know, I'd say the franchise is good. You know, they have a lot of anime that is highly acclaimed. They have like a lot of marketable plushies. Yeah, they do have a manga series that is honestly pretty good. So, you know, yeah, I'd say Pokemon is good. Yeah, maybe their games aren't always good, but you know, the first couple games were good. Yeah, maybe their back half is a little lacking sometimes, but it happens. I don't see the art, but I completely see people's reasoning when they say One Piece is ugly. I can see that if we're talking about like the earlier seasons, you know, like, okay, I'm sorry, I say the earlier seasons, everything before Wano. I can get it, because like that's one of Dier's main criticism. He's like, bro, it's so ugly. And you know what, I can get that. I honestly think Wano is genuinely great. I really like what they did with Wano, okay? But everything else before, I see it, I get it. Not only is One Piece ugly, every page is an essay. That's kind of true. I don't really read the manga all too much. Just, you know, chapters here and there or whatever, but they do be having some long text in there. I won't lie to you. They do got some text. Look at anybody more muscular than Zoro. What, like Kaido? What do you mean? Kaido looks great. I love Kaido. What do you mean? I guess it's relative to other shows, but I hardly call it particularly text heavy. Yeah, I'm not like a big manga reader, so you know. Okay, well, actually, no, the worst offender is definitely Hunter x Hunter, right? Hunter x Hunter actually just has like just like, you know, those squares, whatever, they have like pictures or whatever normally, it's just text filling the whole square. Hunter x Hunter has to be like, it has to be one of the worst. No, Whitebeard isn't hideous. Unironically, Whitebeard is really cool. Like, wait, what are you talking about, Dan? Now, if you want to call somebody hideous, you would have said somebody like Gecko Moria, or I don't know, maybe you would have said something like I don't know, one of the other weird characters, Mr. 2. Bro, he's a walking rectangle? No, he's not. He's a very strong man. He's not a walking rectangle, okay? Somebody who's a walking rectangle is the Gelatin Man in Bobo, okay? He is a literal walking rectangle. I think modern One Piece definitely likes to fill the pages, and it works fine, but physically, it's annoying. Yes, it is annoying. Whenever I think text heavy, I think like Monster or Les Xavier Dion. Those just sound text heavy. I've never even heard or read those, but they just sound text heavy. Bro, JJK also loves its text nowadays. I mean, I feel like JJK is not that bad. I've been keeping up, you know, every chapter or whatever that's been happening. I feel like it's not that bad. Or even like Death Note. Death Note makes sense though. I haven't read Death Note, but it would make sense to me, I guess. You know, it's all like psychological stuff like that. So to me, with my you know, cultured self, it makes sense, I guess. Yo, what's good, Adam? What's good, Sydney? How's it going, homies? What's up, Kennedy? What's up, Kendi? What? Never seen, what? You're saying I've never seen Death Note? What? Come on, Kennedy. Who do you think I am? Come on, everybody's seen Death Note. Like, come on, like, bro. What are you talking about? Like, everybody's seen Death Note. Especially me. I am a Death Note fanatic. Like, come on. Come on, Kennedy. You think I would have just not watched Death Note? Is that what you're telling us? To be played, yes or no? Have you, Christopher, seen Death Note? I have seen many parts of Death Note. Yes, I have basically seen the anime with all of the things that I've seen from the show. Maybe I haven't seen the full anime syndication, you know, all of the intricate bits and pieces or whatever. Maybe I haven't seen that. But I basically know Death Note, you know? I haven't seen Death Note. See, look, player hadn't seen Death Note. It's not even that bad. Samurai Jack is great, but I have not seen all of it. That was for emo nerds in middle school. You got a lot of emo nerds in this chat then. When all of your central characters are monologuing like Penn Badgley in You, yeah, it makes sense for a manga to be text heavy. This is a worded way of saying no. I'm a bigger anime fan than Chris. What a word. Okay, first of all, you're not. Okay, unless you've seen Bobo. All right, you're not a bigger anime fan than me, okay? Let's go ahead and get that straight. This is a roundabout way of saying I've seen the potato chip clip. No, okay, I've actually seen a lot of clips. I've seen a lot of analysis. I've seen a lot of, you know, what's called, like, you know, who would win in an intellectual battle style videos. Okay, I've seen a lot of clips. I've seen everything. Okay, I could probably have a very sound conversation with somebody about Death Note, and they probably wouldn't know that I haven't seen Death Note. Yeah, Death Note did used to be on Toonami. Have a convo with me then? Okay, that's a weird way to start a conversation, you know? Death Note is literally my most watched anime. I have not seen Bobo. But I have seen Death Note. But have you made multiple videos about it, Kenny? That's the real question. Just say no. I have not watched the Netflix Death Note. No. And yeah, I know, Light's, humble beginnings, super smart guy or whatever. Let's talk Death Note. Sure. I don't think Light had any reason to become literal Hitler. I think that maybe his intellectualism and him wanting to play God or whatever was actually doing a little bit too much. I don't think he had any reason to do that. But I guess that's kind of the point of the anime. He was kind of a megalomaniac at times. He just kind of happened onto this mystical book or whatever to get Ryuk, he didn't really need to do that. Oh my God, we have to watch Netflix Death Note. Do we though? Do we have to watch it? We watched Netflix one day. I didn't even read the manga. CP9 bad weep. No, I'm not. I marathon Death Note actually and watched it almost entirely in one sitting. Oh my God. Well, it's only like 24 episodes. So what? If 12 episodes about 6 to 7 hours, if you go about 14 hours, yeah, you can finish all 14 episodes. Yeah, I get it. Watch it in Discord. I'll watch it on stream. Well, wait, hold on a second. Will I get DMCA'd if I watch it on stream? What? Death Note is 36? Is it? I thought it was only 24. I actually won't. I will not question Kennedy. Kennedy knows. Let's see. Actually, Kennedy, there are 37 episodes of Death Note. I just looked it up. Looks like you don't know as much as you think you do. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I do just see 37. I don't know if there was one of them like a recap episode or something like that. I don't know if I have no idea. Yo, my boy Racine, how are you doing? Yes, you're here for React Andy Day. One of them is basically a recap. Yeah, I figured. Nah, Songer, I used to just consume anime and I'd watch it all in one go. Oh my God, you were a fiend back in the day. I miss 50 episode anime, bro. I miss 120 episode anime. I miss back in the day when anime was just long. Yo, have you played Hollow? Of course I played Hollow Knight. I put, how many hours I put into Hollow Knight? I think I put I didn't put a crazy amount like Octopath Traveler. I think I put 60 to 80 hours somewhere in there of Hollow Knight. I love Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's so good. Hollow Knight's so good. Yes, sir. If anybody has not played Hollow Knight, you should play Hollow Knight. No, Chris, not a fiend, just depressed. A depressed fiend. But yeah, if you want to watch a shorter version of Death Note, to be honest, a lot of people sleep on the TV drama from 2015. There's a TV drama? I do not miss weekly anime at all. Weekly One Piece had to been one of the most miserable experiences outside of the really cool things, like back in the day. Like going through Skypiea, I know that was a drag. I know One Piece fans hated themselves in Skypiea. I just know they did. Oh, wait, I did. Wait, I forgot. I was watching One Piece back then, and I actually stopped watching it because I hated myself because I couldn't keep watching it. That's true. That's actually true. Fire. Did you did all about? Yeah, I did all the boss. The only thing I didn't do in Hollow Knight was the what was it? The Pantheon. I did not do the Pantheon stuff. I should go back and do the Pantheon stuff though, because I think I am good enough at the game to do that, but I didn't do the Pantheon stuff. It doesn't align terribly close to the original, but it's good nonetheless, and it's like the only version that doesn't have an open to save for Misa. Oh, wait, really? That's the only one that doesn't have it? Okay, I'll take your word for it. There's a movie series, Netflix, stage musical. Okay, I did not know about a stage musical either. When The Witch from Mercury was only 24 episodes, I was actually shook. Gundam TV series are never less than 52 until this one. Oh, that's a Gundam thing. So one of my experience with like TV episodes being not the right length that I would expect to be is Angel Beats. Angel Beats was a 12 episode anime, but it should have been 24. Angel Beats got shafted. I believe it's 12. Yeah, it's or 13 episodes, whatever. One Piece anime pacing. Bro, One Piece is definitely One Piece is tough if you're watching it weekly. At least back in the day. I don't know how it is now watching it weekly, because I haven't watched it weekly in a while. But I know back in the day, it was tough. Skypiea, oh god. Like Skypiea is fine if you're watching it all. Still too long in drags, but you know it's fine. It's still better than the Foxy Pirates to me. I did not like the Foxy Pirates arc, but it definitely dragged on. My wife was ready to quit One Piece at Skypiea, but then she was back on board once we watched Water 7. I don't know if it's still like this, but when I was getting into One Piece, certainly people tended to either love or hate Skypiea. And I'm an old TM, so that was like nearly 20 years ago. Next year it'll be 20. Oh, you have your cane ready, Kennedy? The Naruto anime had terrible pacing too. Not as bad as One Piece, but that's a low bar. I actually did not have a problem with Naruto pacing back in the day. Like, I remember specifically thinking One Piece was having a lot of boring moments, but I never really had that with Naruto. I was usually always pretty engaged with Naruto, actually. Oh, I know Angel Beats. Angel Beats had a really high highs and really low lows. It just needed more episodes. I'd watch a Death Note musical. I don't know if I would actually. Water 7, best arcade. Water 7 is so good. I love Water 7 so much. God, I love Water 7. My second favorite arc is probably Sabaody Archipelago. I love Sabaody. Oh my god. Sabaody probably has one of the most just impactful moments to me in One Piece outside of Water 7. Like, god dog, Sabaody was so good. TK is a great character and otherwise mid-show. I think TK was like the really outgoing guy, right? If I remember correctly. I don't remember a whole lot about Angel Beats. I forget almost all of Angel Beats, but I remember the Mabu Tofu. I do not remember the Mabu Tofu. It's tough being gold. CP9 and Reaper are my faves. Of the more recent, my favorite is probably Whole Cake. Yeah, Whole Cake might be the. Well, I haven't seen all of everything of like One Piece or whatever, but Whole Cake might be the best newer arc, or it's at least top 2, more than likely. Blonde bandana man. Okay, yeah, I have a vague memory of him then. I gave Naruto like 20 or so episodes and then I just stopped. If it wasn't gonna hit by then, it wasn't ever gonna hit. That's not true, okay? One Piece hits after about 50 episodes. Guaranteed. Again, of the new arc, it's my faves. Nice. But overall, CP9 and Marineford are my faves. CP9 especially. You know, to this day, I have not seen all of Marineford. So, you know, when me and my wife are at Impel Down right now. So we're gonna be going through that. Then we're gonna be going through Marineford, and I know it's gonna be crazy. I was a big Bleach kid back then. I liked Bleach. And then they did a whole filler arc and I fell off. I believe it was the Bount arc, I think. And that's when I fell off. And then I came back when they were in Waco Mundo. And then I fell off again when they did another filler arc or whatever. They were like, Ichigo was about to fight Ukiura, or he just finished fighting Ukiura. And then it was like, and now we turn the clock back in time, and it was showing a whole bunch of stuff about eyes. I was like, what is this, bro? I was so angry. Oh, wait, what again? Well, I know you're in. Well, if you're in Impel Down, you'll be there soon. Yep. We gotta escape the prison. I was talking about this. Everyone has at least one thing to say about the big 3: Pirates, Ninjas, and Cowboys, and no one likes all 3. It's illegal. What? Pirates, ninjas, and cowboys? No one. Oh, okay, I understand. Let's see. I'm definitely not like a huge fan of pirates. Just like as a concept, I love One Piece, but like the concept of pirates never really like fascinated me. I love ninjas, but I've also never really been that into cowboys, I guess. So I like one out of the three usually. So yeah, haven't even seen all of One Piece. Sorry, and is named after. Okay, first of all, I'm not named after One Piece. I'm named after an assassin organization in One Piece named CP9. Okay, let's go ahead and get that straight. All right. Yeah, the bound art. Yeah, the bound art got me. CP9 fake. I'm not a fake fan. I know pretty much all the major story beats in One Piece. How am I a fake fan? I started Bleach literally because of the Ukiura Orihime ship, and no, and I started from the beginning, and everyone said I was gonna drop it after the bound arc, and my Twilight brain was like, but vampires, and they were in fact correct, and I dropped it about mid-bound arc. The bound arc is a hard cutoff for so many people, it seems. Yeah, I remember vividly dropping it. I remember as a kid dropping Naruto when the filler started prior to Shippuden, and I was like, man, this show sucks now, not knowing it was filler. Honestly, I think that's fair. I was definitely still heavily into Naruto, even after the Sasuke stuff. It still got me pretty much the whole time. Fun fact, I actually never finished like the original Naruto because I think they just stopped showing it. So I had to watch like the actual final episode before Shippuden, like probably like 4 or 5 years ago, actually. Getting defensive, something of fake. That's just not even true. I'm not even getting defensive. What do you mean? All I needed was a midship and a few AMVs to get me to watch an anime. Yeah, you Ukiura Orihime shippers are toxic, okay? Because that was not a good relationship. Admittedly, Naruto is probably some of the best single filler episodes of anything ever. The episode where they try to find out what was the I love that. That episode was actually so funny. Yeah, Naruto OG Naruto had some of the best filler episodes. I'm not so sure about Shippuden. I'm really not so sure about Shippuden, honestly. And every time we touch, she said the slowed version. I was always a fan of the fast, like the regular speed version. Okay, I was hyped whenever that song came out. I was hyped in any like, you know, Naruto AMV fun stuff. Like for example, I don't know if you guys watched oh my god, it was called Naruto Fan Flash, I believe, and they would just have like short clips of like, you know, poorly drawn like Naruto stuff. And I think I don't remember how many parts of there were, but I remember there was like at least 8 parts, and I loved them. I watched them. And there was one where they did one where it was like, and every time we touch, I get this feeling. I think it had something to do with Orochimaru or something, but it was very funny. I love that series. Kennedy knows. Kennedy was there. She was in Ultimate Naruto Fan Flash. That's what it was. Yeah, Kennedy was in the trenches. I watched those religiously. You know, Tsunade coming out because she's a brick house. Oh my god, I loved it. Shippuden filler with ninja robots was too much. Yeah, the Naruto ninja dude or whatever, he was in Ninja Storm Generations. I never understood him. I actually did not like him, actually. I did not like the ninja robot. Yes! Yes, this is it! This is it! Yes! Oh my god. Yes, ZD's off the top left corner. Oh my god. I'm about to hit a nostalgia wall right now. Oh my god, this song! I need that song. God, I love Naruto Fan Flash. God, that was so good. Not mentioning the Linkin Park AMVs. I never. Well, okay, I know I would have had to. I know there was a Bleach one where it was like, I can go supersonic, and it was like him fighting what's his name, Byakuya or whatever. And I thought that video was sick. I thought the video was so cool. There were a whole bunch of like Naruto vs Sasuke ones where there was one video to this day I cannot find the video. It was a remix of it was a remix of the Silver Star, Dreams of an Absolution, playing over the Naruto Sasuke fight. And for the life of me, I cannot find it anymore. It's probably taken down off YouTube, but it was a really good remix. God, I want to go back and find that song someday, but I cannot find it. I was deep in the AMV sauce back in the day, and I hated Blow Me Away because it was literally every AMV. That's what happens. That happens when you like them too much.
Ninjas.
Or when you listen to AMVs too much.
Real ninjas think they are hot.
I remember this. I remember Real Ninjas. Yes, I do remember this.
My shirt.
Oh my God, Kennedy, you unlocked this memory from my brain. I forgot about this until you brought the, yes, I remember this. It just showed me the driest scene. God, dog, it's in my brain. You unlocked a core memory. Probably got copyright. It probably did, but it was a remix though. I mean, maybe. Also, just a quick aside. So at the fancy restaurant that me and my wife went to, they gave my wife a free cake or whatever because it was a birthday. And here's the cake. Look at it. Look at the little cake they got her. Unfortunately, she does not like chocolate or cake. And look, it has a little piece of gold on it. Look, they put a cool piece of gold. Isn't that cool? It was, you know, it was just free of charge. It was dope. She said she didn't want it, so I will be eating it. I just thought I'd show you guys because it's actually really cool. I forgot you like the gold giving it. It's cool. It's a little piece of gold. This is my career. I remind people of things they sealed that were locked away in the depths of their minds. Oh, I definitely did not watch this. Nah, that was definitely not in my mind of minds. I didn't even know Oran High School existed until my wife brought it up to me and we watched the whole thing. No, it was not encased in resin. It was just a cake. Oran is delightful. It's fine. It was fine. The opening theme song was, you know, it was pretty good. I like that. It was just all right. I think I was just way past the demographic for what that was intended for. I guess, you know, I didn't have any nostalgia. I just thought it was okay. For a long time, it was like the One Piece AMV. Was it? Wait, why was it the One Piece AMV? Is it just that popular? It only has 59K views. Oh my God, is that a Kennedy comment from 5 years ago? Oh my God, like every fan sub disc of One Piece had that AMV on it. It predates. Oh, does it? Oh, okay. If it predates YouTube, then I understand. Okay, that makes sense. Oran was in my veins. It was the first manga I read to completion. Oh my God. It was in your veins? I'm pretty sure actually, I don't know. I don't know if my wife finished all of Oran High School. Let me ask her real quick. Let's see. I don't actually know. It's also being sold. Sail On by Master Plan. Never heard it. I could say the same about Fruits Basket. I have not seen Fruits Basket, but I know my wife was very much so into Fruits Basket. She's an addict. When the anime was, I guess, re-released or whatever, she watched all that mug. In the early Oran days, that AMV was like every Oran fan stub disc. So when you say disc, like, oh, discussion, I understand, okay. It was okay, but definitely not for me. That's fair. Master Plan goated. Master Plan, you like you mean Spiral Master Plan? Actually, is it still limited? Is Master Plan still limited? I can't remember. Definitely one of the first animes I remember being so beloved by girls. Yep, people used to go to libraries and rent out that mug. Yes, I think I finished Fruit Bat. I think I finished Fruit Bats, but I don't remember 100%. I'm gonna say that you did. I don't know if you did, but I'm just gonna say that you did because you seem like you would have. I mean, back in the olden times, we used to burn discussions with oh, discs. Okay, with torrented episodes of fan sub anime. I never did that. I never learned how to burn discs. Actually, I learned how to do it when I actually got to my job now, because when my coworker showed me or whatever. But I did not. Unfortunately, I didn't have an older brother or an older cousin who showed me how to burn discs. Okay, I didn't have that forbidden knowledge. Master Plan is in fact still banned. Yeah, okay, I was right. The manga, not the anime. I for sure finished the anime. Oh, okay. I understand. It's how I watched One Piece and many other anime in the 2000s. My dad burned our disc. So that's how you got the forbidden knowledge, okay? Nor did I, but I was forged in the fire. See, Sydney, you got lucky, okay? Or I don't want to say you got lucky, but you were one of the lucky ones. I was not one of the lucky ones. But I was forged in the fire. You were also older than me back then, Kennedy, so you know your brain was more developed to figure that out. Which means I had a friend with an older brother who showed us how to do. Oh, okay, so yeah, you just got somebody older to do it anyway. My dad also burned a lot of my disc. All of my humongous entertainment games were pirated, burned onto blank CDs. Is that how you played all your Sega Dreamcast games? They're all pirated copies on disc just to play on them. I know a lot of people wish that. Speaking of pirated stuff, guys, I have come across a Citra emulator, and it is I got it from a reputable source, a homie of mine who actually does this stuff all the time. So I was wondering from you guys, what games should I, buy and legally back up so I can play on my emulator? What 3DS games do you guys recommend? I have all the Pokemon games, all the mainline Pokemon games, so those won't be necessary. Kid Icarus? It's actually funny you mentioned that, Howard, because I did in fact purchase my copy of Kid Icarus yesterday. So yeah, I got Kid Icarus Uprising, and I also got just as a test, I also purchased my copy of Bravely Default as well. I gotta get Reggie on the phone. Well, you tell Reggie that I legally purchased my copies and I backed them up so I can play them on emulator. Okay, so there ain't nothing Reggie can do. The best non-Pokemon game on the 3DS is VLR. I already beat VLR. Why would I get VLR? I already beat it. Which you already own on another console. Steel Diver is an unknown band. It's actually really funny because Steel Diver, I guess there was an exploit you could use with that, because I believe it was a free game, and that's how you could homebrew your 3DS, which I did. Which I did do. Hype for ZTD. Oh yeah, we have a few people that are hyped for ZTD, but that won't be for many years. Many years. Okay, I say many years. I don't know. I at least like a bunch of months. We'll say that. Life is simply unfair. You should get the Barbie grooming glam pups, because you certainly won't get that physical. What are you talking about? Okay, I get all my games physical and backed up. Okay, that's what I do. A Link Between Worlds is the go-to 3DS. I've already beaten that. Yep, it's back there somewhere. Yep, I got that and I beat that. That game was very fun. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Dirty Remastered. Honestly, you know what? Sure. I will legally purchase so I can back it up and play it on my emulator. I think that sounds like a good idea. Nah, it's Echoes. Wait, Fire Emblem Echoes? Is Fire Emblem Echoes really good? I will also purchase that as well. Okay, what's the game, Sydney? Is it awesome? Wait, was okay, so Echoes was the good. Wait, wasn't there a bad one on 3DS? It's very janky, but I like it a lot. Okay, hey, if Howard actually says he likes it a lot, I'll take that as a you know, it is good actually. Barbie Gloom and Glam Pups. All right. Hopefully that's in a $5 bargain bin. Conquest and Birthright? Oh, okay. Conquest and Birthright are the ones that I guess you guys were talking about back in the day. Got it. Got it. I will make sure to get those as well. Conquest has good game. Birthright and Revelation suck. All 3 routes have bad plots. I have not beaten a Fire Emblem game. The closest I've gotten to playing one is when I owned Fire Emblem Awakening, and I played that for a bit and I let my friend borrow it, which I still have not gotten back. And you know what? I need to message him again because he's gonna send me my copy of that game back. They're still, but they're still good games. Just the real unraveling of Fire Emblem turning into anime. Aw. Well, hey, you know what? We still have our memories. Any other good 3DS games you guys think I should get so I can play on my emulator? Let me actually try this cake. I'm thinking this cake might be kind of good. Picross 3D. Oh. Pretty good. I know Super Street Fighter 4 was bad. All right, Picross 3D, sure. I have Monster Hunter 3. I have Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 4. Well, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and I have Monster Hunter Generations. I think I have all the 3DS Monster Hunter games actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, really? Star Fox 64 3D, sure. All right, that sounds good. Don't worry, I'll make sure to get my legal copy, of course. Who told you Super Street Fighter 4 is bad? No. Super Street Fighter 4 is bad on the 3DS specifically. So I was actually going back and forth. Is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga good on the 3DS, or is it a cash grab? I actually don't know. It's fun, and is it? I remember seeing a lot of stuff online that people did not like that, and it was not a fun time. That's what I remember. But also, I don't like Street Fighter, so you know it was never really a big thing to me. So I was never gonna get it regardless. Oh, is it? Okay. Yo, if the Superstar Saga remake is sick, you know what? I'm down. Ooh, Robobot is a good one. Oh yes, Robobot is a good one. That was unfortunately the Kirby game I did not get on 3DS. Yeah, honestly, yeah, Robobot is a good one that I should get. Yeah. Good one. It's not like a game I recommend competitively. But you recommend it for fun? It's the last time I had a really great time with a Kirby game. Oh, you didn't like Forgotten Lands? Oh, that's sad. Yo, what's good, Tip? How's it going? Oh, hydrate. Hey, you know we stay strapped with the water. You know what it is. Mm. Forward walking Sonic Booms. Sonic Boom is typically a charge move, right? Of course it is. You know we stay galloned up. Like come on, stop playing with me. We keep the gallon on lock, ready to go. Okay. I guess they just didn't have charge moves. Tomodachi. So Dieris actually had Tomodachi Life back in the day, and I tried to mess with it a little bit, but I really couldn't get into it. I just did not understand the appeal. Unfortunately, it reminded me a lot of The Sims, which I really wasn't into. So, the movie was too stiff in Forgotten Land. Oh, okay. I just made egg sandwich. Let's go. Egg sandwiches. That's what I like to see. Okay, nice and healthy. Well, as long as you made it healthy. I guess you can just put a whole bunch of grease and a whole bunch of bad stuff on it. So I'm assuming it's healthy. Forgotten Land has the best soundtrack, at least. Oh, you know what? I actually have not heard the soundtrack from Forbidden Land. For Forgotten Land. I should do that, actually. No, Street Fighter 4 on 3DS had buttons on the touchscreen, and it's... Oh, that's how it worked? Maybe that's why people didn't like it. It's just fun to see how your friends' Mii's interact. I'll never forget the day we came in and Rich and Jen's Mean Star. That's actually hilarious. It's actually really funny because Dieris did like a similar thing. He made Mii's of me and Jaretha or whatever, and me and Jaretha started dating. And you know the actual funny part, you know the person who was mad? Jaretha! She was mad. She was like, oh, you did this. Let my me have her own free will. I was like, wow, what's going on? I feel like this should be a happy moment. What's happening? Well, yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. I'm not gonna lie. Modern controls peaked at Street Fighter 3. Imagine if like playing on the PlayStation, like if you press the pad, it did a special move, or like if you did like certain motions, like if you swipe down on the pad, it did like Hadouken or whatever, and if you actually like pressed in or whatever, it did a super. Like imagine that's the future. That's the future. There was some butter, not gonna lie, and I have half a blueberry muffin. Don't worry, blueberry muffins are healthy. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Probably. How dare the AI make our Mii's kiss? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, hey, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, bro, like that's just what happens, okay? Like the AI just does this. There's nothing wrong with this. It was very funny still though. Ow. Any other 3DS games I should Xenoblade? Is Xenoblade on the 3DS a good time? I would assume I should just get it on Dolphin, right? Like that's probably the better way to play it. No, not on topic, but Chris, did you hear about the stuff that's happening to get on my level? No. Dan, what's happening with Gommel? Is it good news? Wait, is it good news? Oh God, not MGS3. There's so many better ways to play it. Oh, that's also an option too. I'll kick myself over not buying that copy though. You should have done it. But you know what? Now you have the foresight. Now you know if a game is bad, you just buy it, all right? Now you know. Astonishingly stupid decisions at Gommel. What happened? Do you have a link to something, Dan? Or do you just know the situation? Because Gommel is a you know, it's a really good Smash event. So it sucks hearing that something bad is happening to it. All right. Are those all the 3DS games that we can think of? At least all the fun, good ones that we can have a good time with? You know, I have no idea whatever happened to my copy of Mario Kart 7. I can link a thread, but TLDR. Is they're charging more than Evo? Wait, what? For their Artist Alley's tables? And they're circumventing it by saying you can get a discount on your table if you make merch for the event? So is it saying that in order to have like a table for your art or whatever, it how much were Evo tickets? So in order to have a table there, it just costs more than an Evo ticket. Is that it? I will not play Luigi's Mansion on 3DS. Okay, that is okay. I'm not gonna say it's a disgrace, but it should have been on the Switch. And I'll just play the GameCube version because the GameCube version has the best atmosphere. So no need to play it on the 3DS. Oh, really? Your copy of Echoes is sealed. Let's see, how much is that going for right now? Let's see, how much are people selling this for? Oh, okay. It's actually not as crazy as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was about to be worth like, I don't know, $75, $80, but it's just regular prices. Oh, okay, so you got the special edition and you have the game seal and stuff. That's cool. Yeah, the table's a couple $100. At Gommel, it's all, what? $700 for a table? All right, come on now. No, that's way too much. They're definitely not gonna get any artists there. Why would they do that? Like, what's the reasoning actually? Because that actually doesn't make any sense to me. That straight up just doesn't make any sense, actually. I still have Adam's copy. Would have given it back if he visited Chris. That's crazy. You're right. He didn't visit. He didn't visit. I am gonna blame him. You know, it's actually good he didn't visit because I definitely forgot to bring his copy of Paper Jam back. You know what? That's bringing up a good point. I could finally play Paper Jam so on the emulator since I backed up Adam's copy, of course. Oh my. Bro came and said, "Get off my lawn." What's good, Stick Stack Patty Whack? How's it going, my boy? Ignore the Stardew Valley event we went to. Just as a little gift to myself since I missed them. Oh, Dieris, yo, give me some 3DS games. I came across a Citra emulator. So now I am working on purchasing legally these 3DS games so I can back them up to play them on emulator. So if you know any good 3DS games that you remember, let me know and I'll be sure to back those games up. Just a little gift to myself since I missed it. I bought Echo Special Edition and 3 House Special Edition last year. Nice. If Thousand Year Door releases a special edition, I'm buying it frame one. I am going to wait in line, beat all the bots. I'm getting that game so hard. Just they're probably thinking it'll guarantee people will make merch. Nobody wants to pay $700. You know what? That does make a lot of sense, actually, Kennedy. That one. Oh, Hey Pikmin. I heard Hey Pikmin was bad, but you know what? Sure. Oh yeah, play it. Tell me if it's worth buying. Don't worry, I'll let you know. Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. It's all. We already got it on the list right here. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Were those on the three? No, those were just on the regular. I need 3DS games. I need 3DS specifically. I've been eyeing that copy for a while. You should go ahead and pull the trigger at him. It might go up in value one day. Chibi Robo. Is Chibi Robo a 3DS game? Advance Wars. Darius loves Advance Wars. Darius loves Advanced Wars. Oh, Darius, did you ever beat the Advance Wars 1+2 remake, or are you still working on that? No, you're stuck. Oh no, bro got stuck. That's crazy, bro. Just use your giganto brain, all right, and use all of that PM knowledge to get your way out of this somehow. So I know it wasn't me because I was. It's just actually hard, but that was hard. I went in on hard and turned it down immediately. Adam said absolutely not. I don't think I played Advance Wars. Unless you brought it over at any point, I don't think I ever played Advance Wars. Oh, Mario Kart DS. What happened to my copy of Mario Kart 3DS? I had Mario Kart on the 3DS and I don't know what happened to it. I think I might have sold it because I wasn't feeling it, maybe. No, DS. I'm only looking for 3DS games specifically. 3DS, not DS. Because DS emulators are a dime a dozen. You know, you can do whatever you want with them. 3DS only. I like Advance Wars more than Fire Emblem. I like Advance Wars more than most Fire Emblem. To be honest, it's worth it. Street Fighter. People were saying that earlier too, and you know, I'm not gonna do it. I refuse to do it. I don't want to play Street Fighter on 3DS. I like Advance Wars more than Fire Emblem. I don't want to say I was the biggest fan of Fire Emblem, but I didn't finish Awakening for a reason, I guess. I don't like Street Fighter. I just don't like Street Fighter. I only like Third Strike, okay? If you guys are telling me to get Third Strike on the 3DS, hey, you know what? That's a different story. I'm down. I'm down for that. Yeah, you remember when you remember when Jaretha got mad that our me's got together back in the day? You were like, Darius, why did you do this? That was actually so funny. hey, that's what you were saying. There's like the third time Street Fighter 3D brought. I know. You gotta flex and get Ace Attorney versus Phoenix, right? Is that a 3DS game? I'm sure I'll do that. Wait. Ace Attorney versus Phoenix Wright. Is Phoenix Wright not the Ace Attorney? Wait, I'm confused. Yo, what's good, Jinx? I literally joined for one question. Why do you have not one, not two, but three? Oh, so you want the lore of the Cheerio boxes? Back in the day, about 3 years ago, we did a cereal tier list, and I was doing a cereal taste testing and stuff like that. And I already had these Cheerio boxes because I actually love this cereal. and I had them in the background on my mini fridge on my old stream setup, and so they were just kind of there. And so when I moved to this new place, I had to keep it alive because we mentioned it all the time. It was very funny, and so when I moved, I had to immortalize them by putting them on the wall. So that is why we have the 3 Cheerio boxes. Those are the same 3 Cheerio boxes I had on my mini fridge in my old setup. Okay, versus Professor Layden. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like versus Phoenix. Like, wait, aren't they the same person? Like, I don't understand. Oh, really? Wait, how much the physical? He also has 2 PS5. Okay, yeah, I also have 2 Switches too. What's up? What's up? Why are we talking about what I got? Okay, why don't we talk about what you guys got? Okay, I have like 3 or 4 GameCubes. I have like 3 or 4 Nintendo Wii's. Okay, I got the stuff. And Dual Destinies is really good. What is Dual Destinies? What what actually is Dual Destinies? Spirit of Justice is good, but it's def the best 3DS AA game. Spirit of Justice, sure. All right, then. Oh, yo, Jinx, if you have any 3DS games that you think are really good, let me know, because I came across a Citra emulator, and so I am legally acquiring my copies to play them on emulator. If you have any ideas, yo, let me know. Spirit of Justice. That's it. It is kind of wholesome. It is. So we gotta keep the dream alive, baby. Yes, sir. Spirit of Justice. Okay, I do not have 3 PS5s. Okay, I do not have 3, but I'm not saying it's off the table. Imagine 5 years from now, the Cheerio packaging changes. Will you be keeping different designs through the decades than when you're 50 and still streaming? I don't think so. I think that's doing too much. I think I only want the originals because I think that keeps the spirit more, you know? I only have 2 video games because really? You only have 2 because I'm hogging all of them? Is that right? I doubt that, Mr. Video Game Collector, okay? But since you haven't played AA, I don't know if I'd recommend them as starting points. It's fine. Oh, AA is Ace Attorney. Okay, I understand. Are there any Yu-Gi-Oh games on 3DS? I actually don't know. I actually don't know if there are any Yu-Gi-Oh. I feel like there have to be though, right? Yu-Gi-Oh never stopped being popular, so I feel like there would have had to be one on 3DS. There were a few on the DS, so I would imagine so. Start at literally any of the DS games. Now I'm starting on 3DS, hence why I haven't bought them sooner. Ah, yes, you sink money into video games and consoles. Meanwhile, I'm fueling my photography addiction by spending way too much money on yet another lens. Ooh, yo, so when you're buying lenses for your cameras, like what's the range that you are usually looking for, like for spending? And how often are there better lenses that you buy into? Is it just like is it like a new phone or whatever? Like every year there's like a new cutting edge lens that you just have to have that's like $500. Like what's that process like actually? I started at Trials and Tribulations and worked backwards. But yeah, I'm saying that like DD and specifically SOJ reference older AA games more than other Ace Attorney games. Okay, I see what you're saying. Frankly, I wouldn't even recommend SOJ for first timers because it kind of assumes you know who Mia Fey is and who Apollo is, and have a good idea of their backstory, which I don't, so I would be confused. I kind of like being confused, you know? I played a whole, what is it called? I played a Zero Escape game and I was confused the whole time, so hey, maybe I like being confused actually. When was the first Ace Attorney game released? Was it on the DS or was it a Game Boy Advance game? Really? Are they that expensive, Dan? Ooh, Ooh, Mario Golf was a great one. Actually true. I love Mario Golf on the 64. And to this day, I still have not played Toadstool Tour. Maybe one day. In Japan, it was in GBA, but in the US, it was DS. The very first Ace Attorney game was on GBA. Okay, that makes sense. When I see it, it reminds me of being a GBA game. So it is cool that I was able to suss that out. Yeah, I played the one on the Switch. It was all right. You know, it was fun, you know, in a party setting, but it was just all right, I guess. What? 1,000? Really? A grand for a nice telephone? Oh my God. Oh, I had a copy of Toadstool Tour. No idea where it went though. Games just go missing over the years, you know? Yeah, I'd recommend Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trial and Tribulation, Apollo Just Duel, Destiny, Spirit of Justice, Soul Release Order. I will ask you about that again later when I attempt to get into the series. And then you can play Great Ace Attorney whenever. Who's being too generous, Adam? I'll put it this way. My Leisha S3 medium format was what? 11K? My cheapest lens I have is 250th, and my most expensive lens for wide angle shots is lower two. Oh my God. Whoa, what? Jesus Christ. Yo, all right, hey, if you're spending that much on your stuff, yo, link your profile or something. Yo, let us see what you're putting up, dog. Yo, go ahead and link us up, bruh. I want to see your photography. I want to see what you do. I want to see what these lenses are doing for you. If you have a portfolio or anything like that. And also if you want to share it, I guess. Production order is optimal. Wait, what? Wait, what's bad, Adam? Wait, the Ace Attorney investigations or the Great Ace Attorney? I mean, I didn't think they were cheap, but I didn't think they were like 2K and 11K, you know? God, dog. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, oh man. That's really expensive. Switch Mario Golf. Okay, I understand. Okay. I have no beef with it. Yeah, I mean, hey, thank you for the follow, the name changer. I appreciate it. Thank you. Remember when the hottest queens? Weird first message. All right. Strange. But you know, we'll let that one slide for now. You know, maybe come in, you know, maybe read the room, you know, a little bit better. You know, we're all talking about, you know, cameras, Ace Attorney, video games. You know, maybe that wasn't the best because first impressions matter. Remember that. But don't worry, you haven't been in the chat before, so you know what? I understand. It's okay. We forgive you, and thank you for the follow. You didn't like the endings? Until the ending. Man, a bad ending ruins a game. God, dog. Bad endings get me so much. Oh, no, it's true. Well, I hate it. I hate it when games have bad endings or anything has a bad ending. It just ruins the whole thing for me. I've sunk like 30K into all my camera stuff. 30K. But currently I'm doing a rather big reset. Wasn't happy with what I was taking photos of previously, so I legit wiped everything. Really? And what I wanted for, yeah, it's really, it's already March in my portfolio. And that's okay. Hey, start whenever you're ready. I'll tell you a story. Back when I was moving and, you know, I was, you know, setting up all my stream stuff, I told myself, man, I'm gonna do all this stuff and have all my stream stuff ready to go and we're gonna stream immediately. But it just took so long to actually get to what I needed to do, and I dragged on and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I couldn't find the ideas that I wanted. It was a whole slog. But then eventually I was able to just get it together. And it took like, I don't know, it took a few months for me to finally get it together and like actually, you know, bring up a stream. And now looks really great. I like the way everything turned out. I like the way the setup looks. So yeah, so hey, just because you don't have, you know, everything out right now, it's all good. Take your time, all right? Do what's best for you and your photography and your craft, all right? That's totally fair. It wasn't just that. I flat out disagree with what the game was trying to preach. Oh, so you just straight up disagree, just like philosophically, what the game was trying to say. That's tough. That's tough. Wait, hold on a second. What was the message of the game? What was the actual message of the game? I'm curious now. You know, you guys talking in the chat. What was the message, and why was it bad? And also, bonus question: was it a worse ending than Zero Escape 999? Because that ending was awful. That ending was terrible. Though doing virtual photography has boosted the drive a little, I will say. It pushed my boundaries, and I think I want to try photographing people. I can link my Twitter, but that's older cyberpunk photos I took. Haven't posted in a month. I mean, sure. I just love to see what you made, man. Yeah. Go ahead and link it. And what do you mean by virtual photography? Like, what's virtual photography like? I guess I just don't know what that means, because in my brain I'm like, oh, is it like is it just like art, or like what's different? The message basically, the justice system is good and its problems aren't systematic, but the result of a few bad apples, which isn't true. The justice system does have a lot of systematic and bad apples, but its problems are systematic first and foremost. Now you're right. That's a pretty tough message to sell to people. That is a pretty tough message. I mean, maybe in a completely just and video game, you know, society, maybe that's true, you know, where everything just works. Oh, okay, I understand. So it's kind of like when people get like really good shots in like in a game like Horizon Zero Dawn or like Spider-Man, like things like that. Like you got like the really photo-esque moments, like stuff like that. Am I on the money with that? That being said, mess aside, the case itself was super fascinating. If they had just stuck the landing on the messaging, it would have been perfect. But now it's just a bad game, unfortunately. If the ending is bad, the game is bad. Yeety McFly. Okay, all right. Thank you for letting me know that. Actually, you know what? I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for not letting me get absolutely vortexed. Okay. Oh, this stuff looks like really artsy stuff. Cool. It literally says this account is NSFW. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I've come to learn that not many media tend to have good endings, so I don't really hold it against great endings. What do you mean most media don't have good endings? Is that true? feel like most things have a good ending, or at least a serviceable one at that. No, I feel like most have good endings. Most are just serviceable. Maybe I was conflating the two. Okay. All right, I'll agree with that. Most are just okay. Fine. That's fine. That's fair. Okay, sure. I won't die on this hill. All right. Okay. So looks like we got a lot of good 3DS games. All right, I mess with this. I mess with this list. So now I will go and legally acquire these games, and then back them up for my own personal use on my Citra emulator. Yes. This is what I will do. I will probably have them all very soon. What's good, Gene? How's it going, my boy? What's going on? How are you doing? You doing good? My favorite Celeste runner, you? My clip monster, I see you. What's good? Hey, thank you for the follow, Jinx. I appreciate it. Thank you. We love follows from great people and great artists, okay? Because photography is art. Watch Symphogear? I thought Symphogear was a game. Is it an anime too? Oh, looks like it's a lot actually. Be sure to show us your copy of Professor Layton and Things Right on stream before playing. You know, to prove you have it. Sorry. I will be purchasing it via code, and this code will allow me to unlock it and play it. So unfortunately, there's not going to be a physical copy. It's all going to be digital through the code itself. I hope you can understand. That's tough. It is tough, but that's just what we have to go through sometimes. Doing okay. Was just practicing some Hollow Knight, all skills, trying to get to where I can start rushing through learning the rest of the game. Let's go. That's what I like to see. Yes, practicing and getting better. You know, I like to do that myself in a lot of games that I play. I don't know if you heard of the game called Celeste, but yeah, I've been practicing that game a little bit, and yeah, you know, I'm showing some results. I can probably get out of city now. The energy here is just a whole vibe. Hey, thank you, I appreciate it. You know, I like to give out vibes. You know, I like to give out good vibes. You know, it's part of my shtick, I guess. It also helps when chat is being actually great today. All right, my chat is on their best behavior right now. Good job, guys. I'm glad you're enjoying the vibes. Thank you. I just checking it tamed out a bit. It was going for over 100? Really? Oh my god. But you know what? It makes sense. You know, some games just go for a lot of money. Of course. I mean my copy of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Of course, everybody knows this game is going for a lot. I can't remember how much, but it's amazing. Oh yes. And we have the instruction booklet. Oh my god. So good. Wait, what is this? What is this back here? Wait, hold on. I see something back here. How the freak do I take this out? We got... Oh! We can subscribe to Nintendo Power too! Wow, that's cool! And a notice or something. I don't actually know what this is. But that's in here too. Yo, this instruction booklet is in pretty good condition too. Player's choice about 80. That's tough. That is tough. But not tough for me because I love this game so much. I had an original when I was younger, but I sold it because I didn't understand the value of what I had, and also I realized I wanted the game more than I wanted money, so I ended up buying it back, and I bought back that a long time ago. Just got back from a cruise, IRL MMO meal. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. Yeah. I really do hope you'll go on another cruise because they're great. The code for what? The shutdown eShop? No, it is a code to download it from somebody who legally purchased it, and from Nintendo themselves. They allowed this code to just work. Yes. Actually, I'm gonna redo my whole Twitter. I'm gonna have stream up in the background. Okay, yeah, do it, yeah. Have some fun with that, yo. Keep me up in the background. You know, leave me as some good fun noise. You know, some energetic noise. Player's choice about 80. There's 4 different copies of TTYD. I had an original. Between 175 and 75. Wait, what's between 175 and 75? It happens, man. I have a sealed copies of Spider-Man 2. Player's choice. Ooh. How much is that going for, Adam? If you want to work on 2A, I'm around. Don't worry, I got you. Yes, I will. If I start playing Celeste today, I got you. Yes. Let me check something. I wonder how many of the rarest games, how my rarest game is doing price-wise. $300, Dan. That's my final guess. Freak Twitter, Mad's worst website, Paper Mario TTYD. Twitter is probably the worst. Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door is my top 2 favorite game of all time, and I'm ready to buy that game day one. Remember everybody, as soon as I get 1,000 Year Door remake, everything else on my stream is stopping. I am playing that game. I will probably do like 3, 4, 5 hour streams every single time I play that game. Okay, I am going through this game. I love it so much. I might even 100% it on stream. Not much because it says player choice, but tell that to 10-year-old me. we just don't know as kids. We just don't know. We just don't, and that's tough. Like there's nothing we can do. All right. Good list. That is great. Oh. Also, just a really cool thing. So the person that made the art for my new profile picture on Discord, the Olimar, somebody was on Twitter and they were saying like, oh man, yeah, you know, people are changing their Discord profile pictures to your art and stuff, and then they added me and stuff. And then the person who made the art was like, oh man, I didn't know people would like it that much. If you know, people want, you know, like actual like better like Discord pictures, I'll do that for them. And you know, I saw it, I was like, I will absolutely take you up on that. And so yeah, they said they're gonna actually do that for me. They said that it might be done this week, which is actually really cool. So I guess I'll have a better version of the Olimar picture, which is great. I like that. I like that a lot. That art is so good. Literally made me get a profile picture after 9 years of having a Discord. Insane. I didn't think it'd be possible. Another funny thing, or I guess a funny thing. So I was getting Sekiro ready, you know, to play tomorrow. I was just setting up things. And when I loaded up the game, I noticed I don't have a save file. I guess my save file might still be in the cloud or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna play it from an actual brand new save file. So yeah, that'll be a fun time. So you guys can see me win from day one, baby. Let's go. Price on my rarest game actually is a bit smaller now. Don't worry, Dan. That's just a dip before the rise, okay? It's like Bitcoin. It's gonna go to the moon. My profile picture is just a meme picture of me made off my first MMO game character. Oh, is that what it is? That's actually great. Meme pictures are fantastic. Gotcha Force on GameCube is currently worth $500. Gotcha Force, God, dog, how do you even come across that game as a kid? Dan was really into this. Yeah, there's a game bubble. Yeah, the game bubble burst a little over the last year, but it'll go back up at some point. Yeah, I have no doubt it will. So it's still 500, but it used to be 750. Oh, okay, that's. Whoo! Are you gonna sell it? When are you gonna sell it, Dan? What's the price that'll make you sell the game? I played a dwarf marksman, and his idle animation was him scarfing down a banana. So somebody photoshopped a picture of me with a banana and a cartoonish and a cartoony blunderbuss. What was the MMO? Probably never. I love Gotcha Force. Unironically incredible game. All right, Dan, I'll find your price. $1 million. Somebody tells you they're buying the game from you for $1 million. You're doing it, right? By the way, I'm a dwarf IRL. Forsaken World. Wait, are you actually a dwarf IRL, or are you cosplaying a dwarf IRL? Okay, I'd sell for $1 million. Nah. I'd sell it for not in this comic. Oh, gotta be at least 2 mil. You drive a hard bargain. Big beard, long hair, heavy build, short too. How short? How short? That's the real defining factor. How short? When it comes to things in my collection, my minimum is like pay off my student loans probably. Oh, okay. Honestly, that's honestly not a bad one, to be honest. Like 5.5 or 5.6. Nah, you're fine. You're fine, okay? You're not even that short. You're not even that short, okay? All right. You know, if you want to be a true short king, okay, you gotta be like 5'2", 5'3", okay? Nah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Come on. Oh God. When it comes to yeah. God, if I could do something to pay off my student loans right now, I would absolutely do it. But unfortunately, being a great Olimar is not going to pay off these student loans right now. Maybe if I get really into Rivals 2, maybe I can pay off my student loans then if it becomes a big esport. Also, fun fact. So obviously I never had an Apple device. So my wife has one now, and I got her an AirTag for her AirPods, and we tested out how the AirPod works, and it actually works really, really well. When you get close to it, it shows a little arrow or whatever, and it can actually point in the direction of where your AirPods, or wherever the AirTag is or whatever. And so then, you know, when you find it, it can play a noise and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. And it's really accurate. Okay, we're saying boo Apple. I'm just saying a really cool thing that actually works. Like, I'm not gonna say boo to something that actually works really well. Okay, yeah, it works really, really well. And so now I can rest easy knowing that she will not lose another pair of headphones. Not over my dead body. Okay. No, okay. The AirTag, one AirTag is $30. Maybe it's a little bit too much than what I thought it would be, but you know, whatever. It's a matter of principle. Apple is bad. All right, but the AirTag is good. How about that one? Okay. Apple bad, AirTag good. There we go. Just like Nintendo bad, but whatchamacallit, games are good. I don't compute on fruits. But you know what? You know what you do compute on? A computer, which is an iPhone. Basically a computer. That's practically free. Bro said practically free. There. Well, you know what they did? What was it? What was the thing they were selling for? Like, was it the stand? It was like a stand for like $1,000. Is that what it was? I can't remember. Let Twitter is update 100% safe for work now. No, it's safe for work. No, I didn't come to this Twitter for safe for work. Okay, I'm trying to view the NSFW link. Okay. Oh my God. All right, these are still really good. All right, this is acceptable. I will accept the safer work version too. CP9 about to buy a Vision Pro. What do you mean about to buy it? It's already on the way. I ordered it 3 days ago. It's on its way right now. Let's go. No polygon. No. Next time. You know what? Hey, you know what? Don't worry. I'll sign up to the OnlyFans so I can make sure to get the premium polygon boobies. Okay. All right. I just gotta find the OnlyFans link for there. But don't worry. I'm sure you're putting that up. I'm sure you're putting that up a little bit later. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be your first subscriber if you haven't got it up yet. Well, freak all the furry and hentai artists, I guess. What? Wait, why? What happened? Yeah, the $999 stand, which is insane. I think they had wheels that were going for like $50 each or something like that too for the standing tower. Man, it was something crazy. Imagine. Why imagine? You can just do it. Yo, imagine how much squeeze you can make. Imagine the De Niro. I'm just saying that's free money right there. He has a wife. He doesn't need any digital waifus. You're right. I don't need any digital waifu. But I have them anyway. Imagine they use Twitter a lot for advertisement. I mean, they still do, don't they? Like that hasn't gone away, has it? Now, if you were talking about Tumblr, yo, pouring out for the homies over there, like they got deleted. Actually, they got deleted. I don't know what the status is of that now. I don't know if they rolled that back or what. We've never ventured into Chris's waifu because we know he has bad taste. Oh, next thing you're gonna say, Hinata's bad because she's quiet or something. Okay, Hinata's great. I'm kind of afraid to know what happened if Reddit tries to go safe for work. There will be right. Reddit probably won't survive, right? Because Reddit is also a big hub, right? Like I'm pretty sure all the people from Tumblr went over to Reddit, right? So it's like an even bigger hub. Is it? Wait, how is it really in depth in Cyber? Like, do they just give you a lot of options in Cyberpunk? The dumbest thing to me wasn't even the stand. It was the $400 VESA adapter. Like, it's a pro monitor. It should just have a. What are VESA? What's a VESA adapter? What is that actually? Is that to put the stand on? Oh wait, accurate. What are your waifus? I want to judge. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely don't have a waifu list or anything like that. If I had a waifu, or I guess I did back in the day, but I'm not really like a waifu kind of guy. It was Hinata though. It was Hinata. That was about it for me. So I don't really have much more other than that in terms of waifu stuff. Hinata is nice but boring. She's adorable. Okay, she's adorable. Okay, she's quiet and soft spoken, but strong when she needs to be. Why am I basic, bro? Hinata's fine. Also, I agree. Out of the main cast, Hinata's the best girl. She's soft spoken, pure being. Yes, exactly. This is also why I love Luna. You guys know my love for Luna and Zero Escape, okay? Luna was my ride or die, okay? I don't care if she's a robot. She's my robot. I made her. She's mine. Oh, Miss Luna. You know, quintessential quintuplets was big for a little while. Is it still big? Like, I remember people were really going off about that show. I never watched it, but I remember people really liked that show. VESA is the organization that standardizes mount holes on monitors and Oh, really? I did not know that, actually. And so that's what you used to put the stand on, right? Or that you use the adapter so you can put the stand on the back, right? The moment you expand to side carry, though, she's blown out of the water. What? Like who? Are you gonna say 10? Oh, well, I guess 10. Is 10 part of the main cast? I guess 10's part of the main cast. Maybe. Vi was always best girl. Nope. Incorrect. Okay, it was always Vi. Always Vi. At least Shikamaru bagged Tamari. Bro, that wasn't even the biggest bag. Yo, Choji bagging what's her face from the Cloud Village? That was the biggest bag in the series. Yo, I don't know how Choji did that one. Yo, Choji the GOAT for that one. I don't know what he did. He got his Black Queen. He was ready to rock. Oh, I don't even touch the in-game camera. I use a mod to free cam, a mod to add in props and spawn lights. I use reshade to do post-production in real time, and I use a mod to do custom poses on the fly. I also use real-life photo techniques with key lights, light block. Oh my god! And a tool to generate DOF frame by frame, so it's not. Oh my god! Yo, you are insane. That's actually so cool. What? How did you get into doing like in-game photography? Like, what was the like? Did you just see something one day and be like, wait, I kind of want to try that? Did it start off as like just taking pictures in game with the in-game camera, and then you just slowly like spun off into doing all this other crazy mod stuff? Yeah, it's still pretty big. There's a movie coming. Oh, there's a movie for quintessential quintuplets? God, I didn't know it was that big. What? Okay, June, actually explain why is quintessential quintuplets so good? Like, what's the appeal? Is it just that they're quintuplets or what? They also control the DisplayPort standard. Oh, really? The DisplayPort standard? So like, you know, like it being 1.4 or whatever like that for like the version that it should be. I hate Naruto for what they pull in the Ninja War. Wait, what do you mean? Okay, wait, hold on a second. That could mean a lot of things. Okay, what did you hate specifically about the Ninja War? Because there were a lot of things to hate about it. If you're talking about Neji, I agree. Well, Apple Stand didn't use the verse amount, but any other monitor arm would. Ah, okay, I see, I understand. I gotcha. So you have to get a mount, so you have to get a Versa mount or whatever, so you can use like a regular mounting stand. Okay, I understand. I got you. So instead of paying $1,000, you have to pay $400. I get it. Bro, Tamari is right there. Yeah, I mean, Tamari's cool and all. But is she really Hinata style? Like, I don't know, man. I wouldn't put Tamari over Hinata, bro. I don't like Karen as a character, but she's cute. Yo, just the fact that Choji got her is the biggest bag in the series. It's 100% the biggest bag in the series. That's just no question. Started with not safe work. NFS on PS4, and I saw how graphics were getting better, so I wanted to know if I could implement real life techniques, and that was a rabbit hole that went deep. Whole reason why I got it. Oh, really? Oh, so does that mean you probably also have like a really good PC? Yo, what you got? What you running? What you running that PC? Because I'm assuming if you're doing a lot of like in-game photography and stuff like that, you probably want to have like a good processor and stuff like that. What you running? And if you're doing in-game stuff, you gotta have a good GPU too. Probably got like a 4090 in that bad boy. The Sasuke, I will be Hokage, and I love you, Naruto. Wait, hold on a second. Sakura didn't say that in the war arc. She said that before they got to the Hokage summit. No, wait, hold on a second. Yeah. She said that before they got to the Hokage. She didn't say that in the war arc. Sasuke saying he will be Hokage was weird, but I understood what he was trying to say, right? Like, he was saying it because he's like, that's the way to change the village. So like, I get it. Those two things killed the series for me. Naruto was going to fight somebody and she tried to stop him with that. Well, Naruto wasn't necessarily going to fight somebody, right? He was going to save Sasuke. Actually, yeah, he wasn't really trying to fight anybody. He was going to save. He was like, oh, you know, we gotta go find Sasuke. This, that, and the third. And Hinata was like, oh, so don't do this for me. Oh, I love you, not Sasuke anymore. But Naruto saw right through that mug. He's like, get this mug off me. Still wasn't in the war arc though. That's the main point. Like, they define the standard. They define the standard, determine how it communicates the port touch. They also said HDR standards, like what's required for the HDR. Oh, so they're like, they're just the standard people. They just set everything up like that. Naruto was going to fight somebody. She tried to stop him with that. I don't think, was Naruto going to fight somebody? I don't think he was, at least not at that point, because this is all before, you know, Sasuke was like, you know, going into the summit and stuff. They were all going there to the summit, and that's when they, you know, saw Sasuke. Naruto was begging to the Raikage, but he didn't fight him there. Yeah, I don't think he was going to fight anybody. He was going to just make his case. Ryzen 7 3700X 36 Ti, 32 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabytes before. Okay. 4,000 screenshots across all the games I play, and half of those are from side. Oh my god, 4,000 screen. How big are screenshots? I feel like if you want to get them like high resolution, I feel like they gotta be like, I feel like they gotta be large, right? Maybe I'm thinking wrong. No, you're right, Gene. You're right. That was a very angering point when she did just straight up lie like that to try and manipulate Naruto. That was Omega Garbo, 100%. Yes, the Sakura scene is a big point of contention with Naruto. That's why, really, man, they didn't make me want to drop it. I was just like, I was more like, hey, Naruto, come on, big dog, you know better than that. And he did. Because Naruto, for all of his faults or whatever, he's actually very emotionally mature. And he can see a lot of things. That's one thing that I really appreciated about Naruto. Like, he can just see into your soul, okay? He can understand you, and if he doesn't understand you, he tries to see where you're coming from. God, I love Naruto. What a great character. God, I love him. He's so cool. NVIDIA has a super resolution screenshot tool. What does a super resolution screenshot tool do? The biggest screenshot I have is a 4K on my 21:9 monitor. It's a 100. What? A 120 gigabyte photo? What were you taking a picture of? Jesus, what? I get that with Luffy, but not with Naruto. What do you mean you get that with Luffy, but not with Naruto? Why? Why do you get that with Luffy but not with Naruto? I don't understand. It makes sense for Naruto to be like that, right? His whole thing is bringing people together. NVIDIA Ansel? What is this? I thought I was typing into the whatchamacallit, into the search bar, but I was actually typing into Twitter. Let's see. Interesting. So there are two types of talk no jutsu, right? One of them is like when he's trying to get to like understand something like pain, and the other is trying to like get through to like to Obito. Talk no jutsu against Obito, that's tough. Talk no jutsu against pain, that's powerful. Like there's like a difference, right? And I think he did it quite a few times. I think he did it a few times, or a decent amount of times, successfully and compelling. Then I have multiple 30 to 40 gigabyte photos from Need for Speed. But a huge portion is 1080p, 60 by 9 from range from 5 to 10 gigabytes. Oh my God, you go so hard on this, Jinx. Jesus. Oh man, yo, you gotta post your, like, you know, all this like new stuff again, man. Like all this stuff it just seems so cool. You gotta get this stuff out. It sounds hype. Now I'm hyped to see all this really cool stuff that you're talking about. Like, you know, seeing your art that you've been like, you know, posting on like your Twitter page or whatever. Like, yo, yeah, this stuff is great. All right, I need more, Jinxed. Okay, even more. If you think you have enough, do more. Okay, this stuff is great. Obito was the coolest guy. Oh wait, oh you did? Oh my God, are you responding to my desires in real time? Oh, let's go! Oh yes, this is what we needed. Look at these Milena for Mortal Kombat shots. Oh, so good. You're very good at this, Jinx. All right, keep posting stuff like this. All right. Honestly, did I hit you with the follow? Nah, no, I'm gonna hit you with the follow now though. Obito was the coolest guy. I mean he was cool, but like the talk no jutsu Naruto was doing with him, I don't know if that one hit me as hard as it should have. Like I said, it's softened on Naruto as I realized most media doesn't really have good ending. But Naruto did have a good ending though. What are you talking about? Naruto had a good ending. I'll die on that hill. I will. I promise you I will. Just don't try and tell me it's better than One Piece and I'm happy. I can't say that because One Piece is still ongoing. I have an ending for Naruto, but not for One Piece. So if One Piece fumbles the ending, that's a wrap. It helps that I don't think Naruto ever took itself too seriously, so I'm more tolerant of its stuff. Also, if you wanted to watch that video, you tend to cut the stream about 45 minutes from now. Oh my goodness, how long have I been talking to you guys? Oh my, we've been running for like 2 hours? Oh my God, I didn't even realize we were going for this long. Man, you guys are so engaging today. Man, you guys are great. I 100% lost track of time. Yeah. We should absolutely watch Kennedy's video. I forgot. I wasn't looking at the time. I was literally just talking. It's just hard to keep the creativity flowing. There's days where I don't even turn on my PC. Yeah, you know what? Hey, I'm sure some people in our chat know about having a creativity like bubble that prevents them from, you know, doing stuff. Hey, I know we got some people in chat for that one. So yeah, hey, I feel that. Just, you know, whenever you get some inspiration, hey, post them mugs. You know what? People like me would love to see them. All right. We will be out here giving love, okay? 100%. Okay, let me with that said, let me go ahead and pull up the video because I was actually accidentally stalling. I was actually not trying to stall. Okay. Okay. Boom! Look at that. All right, I'll be right back. Wait, is this not? What the? All right, I will be right back. I am going to the restroom. BRB. All right. All right, here we go. Here is Kennedy's video. The 2000s One Piece card game that barely anyone remembers. Let's see what we have in store.
Fair share of trading card games.
Oh,
so
wait, hold on a second. I have to get the beginning portion. It's very important. And let me know if you guys can't hear it at all.
I love One Piece. I play my
Yes,
fair share of
featuring
trading
your
card
hands.
games. So, of course I know about the new
If the
One
audio
Piece
sounds
cards.
bad, let
I
me
even
know.
have some. And I must say, it has been just so fascinating to me watching this card game financially succeed, even in the West, as much as it has been. Because I've been a One Piece fan for a pretty long time now. One Piece still had ending theme songs when I was first getting into it. That's how long it's been. And
wait, hold on. One Piece doesn't have ending songs anymore. Yeah, you're right. I never thought. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God.
People, or at least a lot of people in the West, forget that.
Thanks, Adam.
Once upon a time, there was another One Piece card game that came out
stateside,
and it was very, very, very short-lived. And I can only assume that it's because it didn't do well here at all. Like, even now, hardly anyone seems to remember that this was a thing that happened. But against all odds, I assure you that it did. Let me tell you all about it.
I definitely did not. I don't think I knew about the One Piece card game back in the day.
The year is 2005, and the place is North America. Pokemon and
Whose
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cards are those?
By extension,
are those Adam's cards?
Were really big in the late 90s and early 2000s, and as a result of that, there's this massive wave of anime card games being brought to the West, hoping to capitalize on that success. But spoiler alert, none of these would go on to reach the same stratospheric highs that Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Did. To help demonstrate just how many anime card games there were, here's just a few of the IPs that either brought card games that were originally made in the West, or whose card games got officially brought over to the West during either the 90s or 2000s. Dot Hack, Sailor Moon, Digimon, Full Metal Alchemist, Card Captors, Naruto, and of course, One Piece. I couldn't find the announcement for it in Bandai's press archive, but in June 2005, ANN reported that, quote, Bandai America will release a 115-card One Piece trading card game in September. The game will be available in 64-card starter sets for $9.99 and 10-card booster packs for $3.99. And in case you were wondering just how people felt about this at the time, the people in the comments section didn't exactly seem thrilled about the, totally fresh idea of, yet another anime card game, so, there's that. But anyways, I remember hearing about the card game by way of One Piece Grand Adventure, which was a Power Stone-esque One Piece fighting game that came out
we played this game, Kennedy, I remember this!
2006. And as a North American release, it's honestly a really interesting game for a couple of reasons. First of all, because this game never actually came out in Japan. It was only released in North America, Australia, and Europe. But there's a bit of an asterisk here, so
this is definitely a nostalgia game,
essentially
100%.
Just a bigger version of One Piece Grand Battle. And there's two different answers to what One Piece Grand Battle is.
I know Dan
Originally,
put that in.
One Piece Grand Battle was a fighting game on the PS1 that came out in Japan in 2001 and Europe in 2003. In Japan, there would go on to be 3 main Grand Battle games, as well as Grand Battle Rush, which came out in 2005. Much later in 2014, there would be One Piece Super Grand Battle X as well. But, going back to 2005, another game called One Piece Grand Battle would be released in North America and Europe. And despite often being referred to as an English version of Grand Battle Rush, it's way more bare bones than Grand Battle Rush.
Okay.
The most obvious example of this is the roster. And I can only assume that this is because at the time of the North American Grand Battle's release, One Piece was still relatively new as far as its officially licensed English language version, aka the 4Kids dub, went. And, I have an entirely separate video about this if you're interested in learning more about it, but suffice to say, at the time that English language rights to One Piece were owned by 4Kids, whose absolute train wreck of a dub didn't start airing until September 2004. So by the time Grand Battle came out in North America, One Piece had only been airing in North America for almost, but not quite a year. One Piece Grand Adventure, which came out almost a year after Grand Battle in North America, had a bigger roster and more features. So in that sense, it was a lot closer to Grand Battle Rush than the Grand Battle that came out in North America. But even so, it still wasn't quite the same game. Again, the most obvious example of this is in the roster. For example, Wobble and Ohm aren't playable in Grand Battle Rush, but they are in Grand Battles 2 and 3 respectively. And Adventure did have Zeph and Kuina, who weren't playable in any of the other Grand Battle games, and
Bro, why
honestly,
did they put this dude's
I would be
large
really
hat in
curious
this
to learn
game?
more about how Grand Adventure was, effectively able to get 2 exclusive characters if the opportunity arose, but I'm starting to veer off topic. The other thing that makes this game so interesting is that
Wait,
it
how is he
contained
busted?
characters, stages,
The
costumes,
hat
and
hitbox?
so on from the Skypia arc. And that's really fascinating for the time because ultimately 4Kids only got so far as the block of filler between Alabasta and Skypia. Or, to word that more simply, 4Kids never actually got to the Skypia arc. So this game offers an interesting
Really?
glance into some of the
I
things
did not know
could
that,
have
actually.
been if 4Kids had made it that far. In particular, voices, the decision to call the villain of the arc Ineru rather than Enel, stuff like that. But anyways, like I was saying earlier, I heard about this One Piece card game through Grand Adventure, which let you collect the cards in-game. But as for how many other people heard about the game that way, or other ways that they probably could have heard about it, it's honestly really hard to say. Like, that ANN article that I mentioned earlier about its release was the only article that I could find about it on ANN. And I did some skimming around through my anime magazine collection as well.
Oh my God.
Or, to be more specific,
So many
I looked through
magazines.
issues of New Type USA, Protoculture Addicts, Animerica, Anime Insider, and Beckett Anime Collector that were dated between June and October of 2005.
that's why Zeph is
So,
busted.
the idea was that the One Piece card game was announced in June and released in September, so presumably these would have been the prime months for getting the word out, writing about it, advertising for it, or, just whatever else. And the only magazines in this group that had anything relating to the One Piece card game were the September 2005 issue of Anime Insider and the October 2005 issue of
Oh, it's
Beckett's
Naruto,
Anime
he's so
Collector.
cool.
Anime Insider had a full-page ad and a mention of it in a small section about TCGs that they had, while Beckett had a small section for it in a section about anime news. Interestingly, by the way, the image that they used for it is not at all what the packs for the first set looked like, and the image of Luffy, at least, is what would be later used in the second set, although Crocodile would, at some point, get replaced with Ace. The obvious guess is that this was probably either a placeholder image or an early/rejected version of what packs were gonna look like that mistakenly, but nonetheless, somehow made it into the magazine anyways. But
Sure.
as much as I wish I could, I wasn't able to find answers to questions like what specifically happened here, was this anyone's fault, how many readers noticed this at the time, and the one that I'm most curious about,
look at the Yu-Gi-Oh set right
Bandai
there.
and or 4Kids notice. And yet, despite what this limited print marketing might make you think, a trip to the archives of the game's website shows that view counts on the news archive, well, relative to Bandai's other card games at the time, they're not the best, but they're still pretty decent.
Gilbert,
And while not every thread was necessarily about the card game, the forums seemed to be seeing some use as well. That being said, ultimately the site went down sometime between November of 2006 and February 2007. To be more specific, I think it happened sometime between November and December of 2006.
Wait, hold on. Is this Teen Titans? Oh, wait, never mind. These are all card games, right? Okay, never mind.
Because in
Ignore
November,
me.
we see One Piece on the Bandai Card Games website, but on December 5th, it's gone. And I can only assume it was because this is around the time
Zal's
that
Bell
4Kids
survived,
stopped
though?
filming One Piece. So basically what I'm getting at here is that outside of the cards being in Grand Adventure, what survives of the marketing seems pretty minimal. Not non-existent, but certainly not great. And yet, there were definitely some people, presumably pre-existing One Piece fans, taking an interest in this
but I'm
game.
just surprised
But
it
despite
survived at
this,
all, right?
Honestly, I still don't blame Bandai, 4Kids, or whoever else was in charge of marketing this game for not marketing it all that much.
Really?
Because even if this game was performing all right by the standards of other Bandai card games, which,
It's like the
to be
money
clear,
shot
is
in
an
the other
assumption
video.
that I'm making purely based on the level of activity on its site. To be clear, I was not able to to find any hard sales data on how this game sold at all, that still doesn't necessarily mean that it was doing all right in a more general sense. Like, if it was doing all right enough that it was at least sustainable, let alone profitable. And since the anime card game market was
it's the
already
money
pretty
shot!
oversaturated at the time,
It's back!
well, you know, it certainly doesn't inspire optimism about this
It's
game's
so
sales.
funny.
This is to say nothing of the fact that while there demonstrably were a number of dedicated One Piece fans at the time, including myself,
That's actually
the
so
fact
funny.
of the matter is that back in the 2000s, One Piece was nowhere near as popular in the West as it is, say,
Thank you, Gandhi.
today.
It
And
was
that
great.
is in no short part thanks to 4Kids, because, I mean, it's like I said earlier, this is an era where in the West, anime just isn't super affordable and accessible. So having a good dub airing on TV was often the biggest catalyst for an anime getting really popular in the Western anime fan community.
True.
And 4Kids One Piece just, I mean, oh my god, what do you want me to say about it that hasn't already been
It
said
was
a dozen
amazing.
times? It was just a mess. You know?
Oh
I mean,
my God.
who wanted to watch One Piece's
Lies.
incoherent and heavily edited and censored train wreck of a dub in general, let alone when
Me.
shows like Naruto
Me,
and
baby.
Inuyasha were also around and scratched the same Battle Shonen itch, but without all the censorship, right? But getting back to the card game itself, ultimately, as far as the West is concerned, it had just two sets, the Quest Begins and Passage to the Grand Line. For perspective, in Japan, this card game started in 2002 and had 18 different sets, the last of which came out in 2005, which, for further perspective on where the One Piece anime was at the time, was about the brand new Water 7 arc. But getting back
Such
to
a
the
good
English
opening.
language version, none of the cards had anything from past the Alabasta arc, although interestingly, there are cards from arcs that 4Kids cut and movies that 4Kids never released. To be more specific, 4Kids cut the Little Garden arc and Laboon. He was turned into an iceberg, and yes, it was just as weird as it sounds.
We're gonna crash!
Bro, what is even going on here?
But anyways, despite that, there are cards for Crocus, Laboon, Dory, and Brody, as well as a few cards featuring stills from the Little Garden arc.
That's actually so
Furthermore,
funny.
4Kids never dubbed any of the One Piece movies, of which there were 7 at the time of the announcement
Zep
that
is
they
just
were
good
no
any-
longer dubbing
everywhere,
One
huh?
Piece, and there's a few cards with characters in costumes from the third movie. And just in case you were wondering, by the way, this is not the only time that something like this happened. Similarly, the last of the 3 One Piece games to come out in North America while 4Kids still had the rights to One Piece, Pirates Carnival, also had appearances by Laboon, Dory, and Brogy. And
Is
Grand
this a
Adventure
Mario
has a
Party
stage where
clone?
you can see Brogy in the background as well. It's actually kind of a funny story. So, the stage itself is from the Davy Backfight arc, which, you know, 4Kids certainly never got
God,
to.
I
And
hate-
in
I
Grand
hate
Battle
this arc.
Rush, Brogy just is not there. It's Big Pond. But I guess, for whatever reason, I'm honestly not entirely sure who would have made this decision, but evidently someone made the decision to replace a character that wasn't yet in the official English language version of One Piece with a character whose episodes simply were not in the official English language version of One Piece. Put a little more simply, they replaced a character who wasn't in the 4Kids dub with another character who wasn't in the 4Kids dub, which,
That's actually so
okay,
funny.
I guess. But getting back to the card game, another thing that I want to mention is how they addressed 4Kids' many visual sensors. So, in case you don't know, 4Kids would become infamous for the many visual sensors that they ended up putting in One Piece. Perhaps the most well-known of these was that they turned Sanji's cigarettes into lollipops, but my personal favorite will always be this, this. So, do these visual sensors make it into the card game? Well, they are so very careful to not show any cleavage, just as
Nah, that's
4Kids was.
crazy.
And Sanji, oh my god, this is so funny. They have completely removed the cigarette/lollipop in its entirety. I mean, God, you know, he kinda has something in his mouth on this card, but even then, it's just one card, and it's kinda hard to tell. Incidentally, this is also what 4Kids did to Smoker, who they renamed to Chaser, in the show as well. His mouth
I thought it was real too, but I thought it was just dumb.
Weirdly slightly ajar, and, naturally, his card is like this as well. That being said, while I wasn't able to find details that would explain how/why this happened, let alone if 4Kids and or Bandai noticed this at any point, there is at least one 4Kids visual sensor that these cards missed. So, in the 4Kids dub, they made Mihawk's sword and necklace knife thing look less cross-like, but there's a card where he's holding up his sword, and lo and behold, it's the regular cross-like version. Now, if they were gonna miss one of 4Kids' visual sensors, I mean, honestly, this definitely seems like one of the likelier candidates, since it just doesn't seem like an obvious sensor for 4Kids to make. And Mihawk had, maybe 5 minutes of total screen time at this point? But all the same, God, I'm a simple person. I can't help but chuckle. It makes me chuckle for the same reason that the card that should say Caltrops says Carltrops makes me chuckle. I really just don't know what else to tell you. So now that we have all this background information about the game, let's go ahead and get to talking about the game itself. So, among the people who bought, at least a few packs of the One Piece cards at the time was a much younger Kennedy, who at the time never bothered to learn how to play the game, but, they just really liked that it was some kind of officially licensed One Piece merchandise, because at the time, there wasn't exactly an abundance of that in the States, and what little we did have was not fantastic, but alas, try as I might, I could not find any of those old cards, and I can only assume that they've been lost to the sands of time in any number of ways. So instead, for the sake of this video, for the sake of you, my beloved audience, I bought a starter deck off of eBay for like $30, and the starter deck is actually 2 starter decks and instructions for how to play the game, and I also found another seller with a bunch of unopened packs from Passage to the Grand Line, so I bought a few of those as well. Then I gathered some TCG-liking friends, and we tried learning how to play this game to find out if it was secretly really good this whole time, or if there's perhaps a reason why you don't really see a lot of people looking back on this game. Incidentally, I was also really curious about how similar or dissimilar this was from the current One Piece card game. And I'll go ahead and start this out by answering that last question first. Inevitably, they do have some superficial similarities, but overall, I wouldn't call them similar games. In fact, honestly, the card game that I was reminded of the most while I was learning how to play the 2000s One Piece card game was probably Card Fight Vanguard, but even so, I wouldn't go so far as to say something like, that it's super similar to Vanguard, and that if you know how to play Vanguard, then you know how to play this one too, because they do have some similarities, yes, but I still wouldn't call them similar in general, if that makes any sense. Footnote. For the sake of clarity, I played Card Fight Vanguard in 2014, 2015, somewhere around there, and I fell off of it around 2016 and 17 because I only knew one other person who played it. So when I say that this One Piece card game kind of reminds me somewhat of Vanguard, please know that I mean Vanguard circa the mid-2010s, alright? I have zero idea what is going on in Vanguard nowadays. But getting back on track, I feel like people who play Vanguard also don't know. The starter deck came with 2 32-card decks, some action counters, and a rule sheet. I was really shocked to find out just how small the decks are, and even more shocked to find out that 32 cards was actually the maximum size. But, in the moment,
really?
I wasn't thinking too much of it. But I can tell you when I did start to think something of it, and it was when we actually started playing the game. Take this with a grain of salt because I haven't exactly played a ton of TCGs, but this game has a mulligan rule that I personally have not once encountered anywhere else. When you mull your hand, your previous hand, the entirety of your previous hand goes to the grave, which hilariously is called the ocean in this game. Now, right off the bat, this, it already doesn't sound like a great rule, right? Like, what if you don't open with any characters, but you got some really good technique cards? However statistically unlikely, it's bound to happen at some point or another. But it gets even worse when you remember that this card game only gives you a deck size of 32 cards, and at this point, you've already put 6 in the log, and I'll explain what that means in just a moment when I talk about how to play the game. But for now, that means that minus the 7 you're sacrificing by mulling, you're left now with a 19 card deck, 12 cards after you've pulled your hand. You do lose if you deck out in this game, and at the end of each turn, you're forced to draw until you've reached 4 cards. You also draw at the start of the turn if you have 4 cards or less in your hand. So what I'm getting at here is that you put yourself at a very real risk of dying to deck out in this game, just in general, but especially if you decide to mull. And honestly, both this rule about mulling and needing to have 4 cards at the end of each turn are just, God, they're just
you need to have 4
design
cards.
Decisions to me, because they just feel super unnecessary, but I digress. I feel like I am doing well, but because I have to keep drawing cards at the end of my turn to have 4 cards in my hand, I'm at 3 cards left. At this rate, even if I am playing well, I will lose to deck out. So how is the game played then? Well, I'm not gonna sit here and go over every single rule, but essentially, the game starts out, you and your opponent put 6 cards in the log, and then you draw a 7-card
Mill is
hand.
tier 1.
You take up to 3
That's
character
not what I
cards,
like to hear,
the maximum amount you can have on the field at any given time, and you assign one of them captain and the others comrades. The little log poses in the corner here,
It should have been
between
captain
the 3
and
characters
Nakamas.
you start with on the board, they can only have a collective total of 6 or less, because you bring characters out to the board with cards from the log corresponding with the number of log poses that they have here. And from there, you can take 3 actions per turn. Additional draws, putting cards in the log, which you can use to summon other comrades, putting comrades on the field, and of course, attacking. Your captain can attack anyone, meanwhile your comrades can only attack whichever of your opponent's comrades are in front of them, and if your opponent doesn't have 2 comrades on the field, then the captain as well. And presumably, since both players can start the game with characters on the field, there's no summoning sickness or any equivalent to it in this game, so you can just attack as soon as your first turn if you want to. To win in one of these battles, you have to either equal or greater their power, and power can be upped when you attack with various technique cards and reinforcements, which you can bring in from your hand. But ultimately, the damage you deal is based on the damage counter. The damage counter indicates just how many logs, effectively, you remove from the opposing character, and they're gone once they're out of
Why am I so
logs.
confused?
Each time one of these logs is
feel like
removed,
I can't follow
you
this.
take one of the cards you set down to bring the card out. The game ends when someone's decked out, when someone's captain has been taken out, or when you've taken out 6 log poses worth of your opponent's comrades. Yeah, admittedly, this all sounds a lot more confusing than it actually is, and I found myself getting the hang of it after just one game.
So it's better
anyways,
in
as far as the starter decks go, the Luffy deck is by far the better deck. Granted, I only ended up playing 4 games, but each time the Luffy deck won. And I think that's because the Luffy deck, I mean, 1, just has better cards, and 2, because the Luffy deck just has more generic tools. Like, it has more buffs that can benefit anyone than, say, the Alvita deck, which has a lot of buffs meant for specific characters. So it makes the Luffy deck just a lot easier to use. So, yeah, overall, was the game secretly good this whole time? I would not say so. If I had to use one word to sum up how I felt about it, God, I mean, it was dull. It was just really, really dull. A lack of marketing, and that it was a One Piece card game in the West at a time where One Piece wasn't super popular in the West aside, it doesn't take all that much to see why this game never caught on. Granted, maybe it's just because I only played with starter decks, and starter decks can be kinda hit or miss, but since this game is, God, as dead as it can possibly be, I guess I'll never find out. In any case,
glad he's
like
the
I
best
mentioned
card.
earlier, I also found some unopened packs of Passage to the Grand Line on eBay, and originally my plan was to use these packs to add some variety, even if only a little, to the starter decks. But after having actually played it, and certainly after learning that the decks have to be 32 cards, I quickly gave up on that idea. Nonetheless, I still had these packs, and who does not like a good pack opening video? So here is what my friends and I got. None of the super rare cards of the set, but you know, it was fun all the same. I think the funniest thing that any of us got was that one of my friends got Ace, who was renamed Trace in the 4Kids dub. And why he's been renamed Trace, I, honest to God, have no idea.
Adam's
the closest
famous
thing
hands.
I've seen to a substantial theory is that, you know, maybe they thought it was a reference to gambling, but even that
Well, why are
feels
you-
like kind
why are
of
you
a
so
stretch,
aggressive?
since Ace is still, like, you know, a name, so I really just don't know. Side note, if anyone who worked on the 4Kids One Piece dub is watching this, if you would be up for it, I would love so very much to pick your brain and learn about why 4Kids made some of the weirder changes that it did, like this one. Like, for real, please email me and let's talk. But once again, I am starting to veer off topic, so anyways, yeah, one of my friends got Trace, and they didn't know that Ace was renamed Trace in the 4Kids dub, so I got the very fun job of explaining that nonsensical decision, and honestly, that was pretty fun. Incidentally, I also had to explain that a number of the cards we got were from movies or arcs that 4Kids cut entirely, but I already explained that in this video. So, you know, perhaps the nicest thing I can say about these cards is that the quality of the cardboard is shockingly good, so I mean that's cool, at least.
We
But the game
love good
itself
cardboard.
is just really, really lackluster, and especially next to the modern One Piece cards, these just look so incredibly plain. There's no variation in the graphic design, no art from outside of the anime, nothing done to
I, for
really
one,
amp
love
up the
Old
art.
Ace.
You know, visually they're just nothing special, just nothing
Like,
worth
yeah, no,
writing
I saw the
home
theory
about.
of
And at
monsters,
least in my
Oogie Boogie.
opinion,
Oh,
the
let's
visuals
go!
are by
Clearing
far
the
the
Oogie
coolest thing
Boogie
about the
monsters.
modern One Piece cards. Like, here, let me
I'm
just
glad.
grab you.
Hopefully they're consoled
God,
now.
I don't know. Here's just a random example that I just kind of pulled from one of my friend's collections. Like, check this out. You could never have something that looked like this in the older game. Just visually, this is operating on a whole other level. So, in summary, I don't want to overstate it and make it sound like this is a
This
train
random
wreck,
card.
but, you know, at least in my opinion, it's just not very well designed. Like, it's not actively unfun once you get
That's
the hang of
very
it
funny.
or anything else like that. It's certainly not so bad that it's good. It's just meh. And since the cards themselves look so plain, I mean, I liked having some of these in the 2000s because I liked having some of what very little officially licensed One Piece merchandise there was in the West. But if these came out nowadays,
That's actually
I
such.
wouldn't
That's
even
actually
bother.
so
They
good.
just look so plain. I don't know. I just don't think I'd get any enjoyment just like
Literally
flipping through
farming
them in a
so
binder,
hard.
you know? So yeah, in a nutshell, that's the lesser known, widely forgotten One Piece card game of the 2000s. If you want to collect these, I wish you luck on your journey. You know, if nothing else, I'm sure they're gonna make for a really fun conversation piece, as evidenced by the fact that I did a whole video on the topic, but as for me, I think I've bought all the 2000s One Piece cards that I'm gonna buy, and I don't see myself revisiting the game itself if I don't have to. So on that note, so when is Grand Adventure coming to Evo?
Okay. Good in-depth video talking about the early One Piece card game. Now I know it deserved to die. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, how much is that law card worth?
Kaizo Ironmon.
That's actually good. That's actually good. Okay, wait, I like that. That was actually really funny. Wait, how much that
Is a Pokemon challenge that was designed to be.
Wow. That was actually a good last bit. That was actually really funny. Oh, what? It was playing the One Piece AMV. It's actually good. I mess with that. I'm pretty sure I saw that video already. Yeah, Small Ant is different. He also, I saw the video where he beat Minecraft with only a mouse. And I thought that was crazy. I was like, what? What do you mean he only beat Minecraft with a mouse? I don't even What? Small ant is different. When a thin piece of cardboard is worth more than my house? No. Okay, nah, there aren't too many cards like that, okay? Maybe like a holographic Charizard, Black Lotus almost definitely is. But there's not too many cards like that. Gear 5 Luffy is on his way though. It's on its way up there. I helped her a lot with writing the mechanics section of the script because I'm much more TCG literate than her. Honestly, I think that was a smart idea because yeah, you can get easily lost in there. Ungraded Black Lotuses go for 5 figures? What? Illustration, wait, what do you mean illustration Pikachu? What? I've never even heard of illustration Pikachu. Oh, it's literally Pikachu drawing. Wait, how do you, is it only Japanese? Can you not get, wait, how do you get this card? Or how did you get this card back in the day? How did people get in back in the day? Was it like part of like a promotion pack, or do they have to like go to Toys R Us and get their own copy, or what? Ungraded reaches anywhere from 10 to 15K. Graded can be anything higher. I feel like a Black Lotus would go for like 100,000 to $1 million. It was a core illustration contest. Oh, really? Oh, it was part of a contest. That's why it's so rare. I wonder how much it goes for. Gotta do the SpongeBob bubble dance to get the card or what? Can't beat that. The SpongeBob bubble dance? Only 39 copies were made for winners. If I recall, our PSA 10 reached about 30K. Oh, only 30K? Huh. I felt like a Black Lotus to go for like 100K. I guess I was just wrong. In 2022, a 10 sold for 900. What? 900,000? There's no way. 900,000? Whoa, that's different. That's different. That must be a whatever that collector person is. They must have really love collecting cards. That's cool. But have you ever seen my 900? Hey, you know what? I haven't. Yo, you got some $900 cardboard? Hey, feel free to show the rest of the chat. We would love to see your specific $900 cardboard and what makes it different from that Pikachu. Also, a PSA 10 graded Blue Eyes White Dragon from the original set. LOB runs like 25,000. Isn't the DDS? I think it's DDS. Isn't that one goes for like a lot more, right? Like from the Game Boy Color game? I think it's from the Game Boy Color game. All that matters is the number right. All that matters is number right when you have that much money. There's no chance in heck they get $900, 900K back for that card. Yeah, you know what? I guess so. That's fair. You know what? Good point. So are you saying they could pay maybe like 100,000 for another one, and then they'd have their card back and $800,000? That sounds like a good idea, actually. This Lambo is but this card. This Lambo, that's okay. This cardboard, priceless, all right? Lambos are temporary, but cardboard is forever. Remember that, all right? Konami's favorite proverb. Probably. I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh prices. Yu-Gi-Oh prices are whack because the only true cards are vintage graded cards. True. Actually true. Let's see, DDS. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. And also Yu-Gi-Oh fluctuates all the time. When I was at Katsu, I had a really interesting conversation with a guy who ran a TCG booth about why they were no longer dealing in Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, because it's too volatile, maybe? I say true money cards because, yeah, Bonfire is $100, but not because of anything other than Konami short printing it so they can reprint it in a year. Yeah. One day I'll get back into paper Yu-Gi-Oh. Right now I'm on the fall off. For the first time in like, not now, but like since like 2023, I have not been playing like two of my trifecta. Usually my trifecta is Smash, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh. And usually I'm always playing two of the three. But this is the first time where I'm only playing Smash and not the other two. Like Pokemon, I've fallen off. Yu-Gi-Oh, I've fallen off. But I guess I'm keeping up. Actually, they're about the same. I mean, now is a great time not play. Yeah, it seems like it. You know, maybe I will just play just so I can, you know, just spend a whole lot of money, you know? Oh, your mansion was 500K? Peep the 900,000 2.5 by 3.5 cardboard I got. Bro, that piece of cardboard, I mean, I guess when you're that rich, 900,000 like is basically like 90 cents to you, you know? Like $1 million is $1. You're like, oh, this is only 900K? Sure, yeah, I'll do that. When you have that much money, it literally doesn't matter how much you spend. Yeah, tier zero format doesn't sound like the greatest time right now. I bet I could beat it with my Sprite deck though. My Sprite deck is different. Okay, all right, guys. I think that's it for me today. You know, I just had a really good day talking to you guys. You guys have been popping off all day, and you know what? I appreciate every single one of you. Jinx, glad to have you in the chat. I'll be looking at your Twitter, whenever you post stuff. You know, hey, you got a new fan in me. Keep up the good work. Kennedy, great video. Love it when the homies are making good stuff. Oh, thank you. Yes. So now you know whenever I go live. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, you guys are doing good stuff. Yeah, I think. Oh, though I guess you can play Ray Rabbit for your Galaxy Brain, but when the Galaxy Brain rank shows up, I see a Snake players. We just signed Lava Golem with Spear mode. Yeah, that's a classic. All right, that's it for me. You all have a great, fantastic night. Remember, tomorrow we're finally starting Sekiro. I will be streaming tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. CST. Be there or be square. It'll be a fun time. You guys will watch me die a whole lot. I might bring back the push-up counter. We'll see. All right, you guys have a fantastic night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.
Shut up, Nick. God. Shut up, Nick. God. Shut up, Nick. God.